So I checked in with the guys on the Trans Am, and it turns out we're ahead of schedule.
Front suspension's done, including the steering, everything. Rear suspension's done.
So far ahead of schedule, in fact, that I might be able to get down to New Orleans early, drink some beer, and then drink some more beer. Get you some of that, Jay Ricky.
Coming up, the Bandit car hits a speed bump.
I'll tell you exactly what it is. Dang.
Is Richard's big build about to go bust?
Oh, this won't make it through launch.
If I had a choice between meeting Burt Reynolds and Sally Fields, it would probably be Sally Fields because Sally Fields was hot.
Yeah.
I mean, she was pre-plastic women, down-home girl. She was pretty, could do anything, take her fishing, take her fighting. She was everything in a woman that was totally greatness. She was everything you needed, nothing you didn't. And I wish I was the Bandit. If I was a Bandit, Sally would have 8 kids right now.
Shut up, Tom. So we're halfway through our Warp Speed Bandit build. The suspension's in, the rear end's squared up, and we really haven't hit any major problems. But if we're going to keep this thing on schedule, we're going to have to get the brakes finished about as fast as it took Bandit to grab lunch.
Hey! Pump it. I am pumping. Unfortunately, some things can't be hurried, and bleeding brakes is one of those. Hold it. Holding. 5-yard penalty. Feet first down. Pump it. We have to relieve every micron of air out of the brake line because air compresses. Pump it, Tom. And in a hydraulic system, if you got air compressing, the hydraulics ain't doing what hydraulics do, which is push. Right now, we do not have a firm, hard pedal. We have a pedal, but it's kind of Hey, the pedal is getting better. When all the air is gone out of it, we should have a firm, hard pedal. There we go. We got a good brake pedal.
Now that the brakes are done, we're going to do the fun stuff. No, not that.
Hey, buddy.
Outstanding.
This car's over 40 years old. I guess the guy that ordered it wants it to handle like it was born yesterday. Well, once you put this overdrive training in, this baby's going to scoot a lot faster in lower gears.
You need to come down just a smidge.
I got to go up on my side first.
There we go. We're golden.
Good. Well, we got the transmission and Trans Am. Everything's looking good. Only thing we lack now is putting drive shaft in it, wheels, tires. So we just got our drive shaft back. We just sent it out and had it cut down 4 inches because our new transmission has an extra gear in it, which in turn makes the case of our transmission longer. She is in. I got it back in and everything's perfect. Spline's in good, correct seating depth, length, everything's great. We'll weld everything up. Heck, I think we're ready for some exhaust and put it on the ground and see if it's going to run. A hell of a lot more load than the other side. So how's this going? It's going pretty good.
Some builds at Gas Monkey Garage seem like one problem after another. But the Trans Am, smooth sailing. And it's a good thing considering how little time Richard gave us on this build.
Well, it looks good. Heck of a lot closer than we were 2 days ago. Great. I like it.
And as long as the motor doesn't dead, so to speak, we'll be all right. Tomorrow, the guys still have to get the exhaust on, get the motor fired, and get things buttoned up so we can get it over to Sue's and start the interior. It's going to be a big...
I need a beer.
Next week on Fast and Loud, Gas Monkey's epic 2-part bandit adventure continues.
I'm telling you, this is going to work. Richard rocks.
All right, Richard, nice to see you. I like your show.
With a looming deadline
3 o'clock tomorrow.
and big money on the table, Richard's biggest flip ever hits the skids.
We just built it.
And his quest to deliver the Bandit Trans Am takes a turn to a place where no man nor monkey has ever been.
Hey there, Snowman. How we doing? Come back? Oh, we're about 28 minutes ahead of schedule. I run on your back door. You'll be seeing me and the Smokey here in about 5 seconds. Come back here, you son bitch!
Fast and Loud goes Smokey and the Bandit. Last week, hot rod hunter Richard Rawlings and master mechanic Aaron Kaufman took on a crazy bet.
I need a Smokey and a Bandit rally car in 6 days.
And just like the Bandit in the movie, they put the pedal to the metal to get it done.
You got 36 hours.
Things got weird when little Enos showed up to stir things up.
Tell me, I'm here to look at your car. That ain't happening.
But with victory around the corner, the build hit the brakes.
Motor shop. This won't make it too long.
Now, with just 48 hours to go,
That's gonna be kind of close, man.
the crew must rip a page from the Bandit script and meet their deadline or lose 90,000 big ones. Richard even tries to get the Bandit's help to get it done.
Uh-oh. We're in trouble now.
But the bad news just keeps on coming.
Motor's no good. We just built it.
Finally, the pressure drives Richard to a place no man or monkey has ever been before.
Hey there, Snowman. How we doing? Come back?
Get ready for the wildest, weirdest,
I'm gonna barbecue your backside of my master.
craziest ride in Gas Monkey history.
You better hold on.
Come back here, you son of a pig!
Okay, so this whole Smokey the Bandit business actually started a few days ago. I was sitting in my office, minding my own business, when my buddy Jay Ricky just showed up. What are you doing in town, man? Now, Jay's not exactly hurting for cash, so he gave me 70 grand to deliver a tricked out Smokey the Bandit Trans Am, but there's a catch. I actually need it for a rally in 6 days. By 3 p.m., you're insane, dude. Thanks for the large. Now, he knows that's not nearly enough to get a Bandit Trans Am done that fast. But instead of just forking over the cash, Jay wants to make a bet instead.
Take this 70 to build a car, and I'll throw in another 40K. If you can deliver it to me in time to make my race.
If you don't have it in 6 days, in New Orleans,
No extra 40K for you, bub.
that's it. Period. He even threw in a couple of side bets to spice up the pot. And you know what I said to that? Got it.
That's a bet.
Yes, it is. So I snapped up the best car I could find on short notice. He's down and down, brother. Back to the shop. Put the monkeys to work. The first 3 days of our 6-day Bandit build, we were rolling along just fine. And then we hit a roadblock.
Watch the oil pressure fluctuate from 60 to 80, 60 to 80, 60 to 80. Me and Tom, we got the car set down on the ground, ready to go over to Sue's. We heard a little bit of a noise. Well, it became a problem real quick. So now me and Tom, we're pulling the oil pan off of it and see if we can't figure out what the noise is. Hey, look at this.
We found plenty of problems, not just one.
Look at the scoring on it.
We think we see a possible crack in it, a chip in one of the cylinders. A lot of the cylinders have scoring. We just big look at a tiger was trapped in the bottom of the cylinder trying to claw his way out.
You got one bruise inside of a dime, huh?
Yeah, what a freaking mess. The motor's shot. I mean, it really shot. This won't make it too long. If you do, it'll be on its last leg of falling out apart.
So now we got to figure out what the hell we're going to do before I lose a ton of money and my pride. I go out and I buy the best car that I can find for the money, and it's got a bad motor.
Let me show you what we found that's so disgusting. You see the end of this connecting rod, how it's purple and blue?
Yeah.
Well, that's from heat, and the bearing's gone.
And I take it that's not good.
Well, it's on the worst side of bad. Yeah, as this rod right here wouldn't make it too long.
So we've got a couple of things that are really wrong. The first of which is we don't have good bearings in our connecting rods. And the connecting rod is basically the part that connects the crankshaft to the bottom of the piston. So when the bearing goes, the rod may soon thereafter go. And this is a really bad situation. It's not going to run long. The next thing is the inside of the cylinders. It looks like some kind of wild animal is trying to get out from the inside of the engine. So this motor's definitely trash, and it's going to have to go to Jamie over at the motor shop. There are other things, but that's the really scary
So if we get it out right now, he builds it and gets it back over here the next morning, then we're back in and we're back going. Can we push it over to Susan with no motor and let her do the interior while we're waiting?
It can. Yeah, yes, absolutely. It can go over there.
All right, I'm wasting y'all's time. Just get that thing out and get it out. I have $90,000 on the line here and only 40 hours to get this car fixed and on a trailer to ship in 8 hours to New Orleans. There's just no time to waste. So the guys are going to pull the engine, and then we're going to send the car over to Sue's to get the interior installed while we're waiting on the motor shop. That's called nut cutting time. We're it.
Come on. This is not a quick fix, and it's not a simple problem. This is a massive, catastrophic problem.
Easy. Okay, we're free.
That's because we got more people here with us.
So what's going on, man?
Wait on you to get here so we can drop this mess in your lap.
Oh, come on.
We got it in the car. We fired it up, making a horrible rattling noise. So jerked the pan off, and cylinders are scored on it. Chime and change just is slacked out. And best part is we need this as fast as humanly possible. And we only need one superhuman, so we called you.
A little bit of time, a lot of money, no problem. We'll get started on it right away.
All right, man. Let's get over the truck.
One of the bigger problems with actually having to take the motor out, besides the obvious taking the motor out, is the fact that we're going to lose time on it.
You don't sit down straight, or
It don't matter. He ain't going to hurt it any more than it already is.
yeah, I bet not.
We need this motor fixed, and we need it fixed now. Jamie absolutely takes care of us, but really what it's going to be is it's labor and parts. We know he's going to put some overtime to get the motor back to us, and hopefully tomorrow we can get the motor back if everything goes well.
All right, man.
I think we're done.
All right, thanks. We'll get it done. See you tomorrow.
Hey, Keenan, you help me push this piece of with this fat ass aside? Thank you. Yeah, I know the fattest guy here. I used to be.
Well, now that we got the engine out and got it over to Jamie's, we're going to send this car over on a record to Sue's, so that way she can get all the interior done, and no one has to hear her complain.
Ass monkey as usual. No time, no money. I don't know why I keep working for this guy.
Well, this is pretty much the crappiest day ever. I got $90,000 on the line, less than 2 days, and now no car, no engine, no nothing. I got nothing to do but sit around and twiddle my thumbs. Maybe I got a little something better in mind. So any of you that have been paying attention to what's going on, you know I got some side bets going on with Jay Ricky, and one of them is $25 grand to get Burt Reynolds' signature on this car.
Richard, I'm calling you.
Mr. Reynolds. So a few days ago, Aaron and I flew out to Burt Reynolds' house, and I could see him right there, and then I'm yelling and screaming, and some lawnmower starts up. It was louder than, like, my Harley. And he just waves and walked on away. But I'm not giving up on that 25 grand just yet, because I got a better plan. I mean, I figure if you got to get Burt Reynolds' attention and you got to get him to come to the gate, you got to show up in the right ride, right? Yeah, exactly. So I got myself a 78 Bandit Black Trans Am. How much did you spend on this car? I don't know. He told me we'd work it out. He can't turn this down. I bet the pearly gates are wide open for us just to drive right in. I'm telling you, this is going to work. You want to show up to his house in a Trans Am? For 25 grand, man, I'll try anything. That's easy money if I can get it done. Sure. What if he won't sign it, though? What if he, like, charges for a signature? Then I got to buy the signature?
Or tries to shoot us.
So we pull up to the Trans Am, and last time we were here, the gate was locked like Fort Knox. This time, must know the sound of that TA because they were open, so we figured, why not roll on in?
Look at this, dude. Burt Reynolds' house.
I know.
It's pink. Look at this place, dude.
This is wild.
Think he's home?
Uh-oh, we're in trouble now.
It's Burt Reynolds.
Last time I looked, yeah. Is that my car?
Well, it could be. I'm in the business of selling cars. How you doing, sir? Richard Rawlings.
Hi, Richard. Nice to see you. I like the show.
Right on. Thank you, sir. Very nice to see you.
Aaron Kaufman, nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm really excited to be here. The gate, we came by the other day, and I could see you, but I couldn't get through the gate. The gate was open this time.
I usually don't let people in unless they can get over it.
We had to build an awfully big ramp this time.
Well, I borrowed a Trans Am. I figured that wouldn't get me in the front gate, none would.
Yep, that did it.
So I'm almost at a loss for words. I mean, here I am standing there with Burt Reynolds. I'm trying to get a signature so I can make 25 grand, yet I feel like I should just give him the 25 grand for even gracing me with his presence. Okay, so check it out. There wouldn't have been a Smokey and the Bandit without Burt Reynolds. You got the Bandit, come on back. In the movie, he plays the Bandit, who's racing across 3 states to deliver a truckload of beer in 28 hours for a ton of cash. How come we doing this? They said it couldn't be done. Well, there's the reasons, huh? And he's got to deal with a few distractions along the way. Jumpman. Oh, yeah. When he made the movie, Burt was not only the top box office draw, he was also one of the coolest. He actually started out as a stuntman, and he did his own stunts even when he hit the big time. He may be getting along in years, but Burt's a legend, and he always will be. I mean, you outlived Pontiac. When Smokey and the Bandit came out, I was 10 years old. I had a 77 Trans Am when I was in high school. I mean, it was some cool times. It really pretty much steered me towards being into hot rods, being into cars, and all that good stuff.
Really?
Yeah. Bert was really, really cool. Hung out with us, checked out the car, but I got a job to do. I got to make 25 grand. All I need is a signature. I'm willing to do whatever it takes. We're building a Trans Am back at Gas Monkey Garage, and it would mean like a lot to me if you'd sign the glove box door for me.
Sure. Oh, cool. I'll be around.
You can hold it like this?
Yeah.
I bet you've done that a few times, huh?
On things you wouldn't believe.
Actually, thank you very much.
That is way cool.
Yeah, this is the first Trans Am we've built in the shop, and so this means the world for us to have this on our car.
So you know, when I was a kid watching all the Smokey and the Bandit movies, if you'd have told me that I was going to get to go to Burt Reynolds' house in a Bandit Trans Am and hang out with him for a few minutes, I'd have said, no way, no way. That's like a childhood dream for me. I think I'm actually weeping a little bit. Getting to meet you, sir, was awesome. Getting the signature is just killer. You got a beautiful place here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Come on back.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Don't say that. I'll go get a 12-pack and we'll be right back.
Wow. Holy cow. Now that we've met Burt Reynolds, been to Valhalla, and have our glove box store signed, it's time to get back to Dallas.
That's right. Dude, we got to get back to work. Well, you got to work.
Yeah.
No, this way, sir.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, Casey and Keenan have their hands full with Jay Ricky's beer. And a motor that was sounding sweet suddenly turned sour.
Please tell me that roll's clean.
Dude, the truck is still out there. Why is this thing in the air? Why are you taking parts off of it?
It's not parts, it's a whole motor.
What?
Holy.
Come get it. So we got here first thing this morning. Jamie just pulled up. He dropped off our motor. Man, he built it really, really fast. I really haven't ever seen anybody go through a whole motor that quick and have it back to us in like less than 12 hours. Now we got a good motor.
Out here, we're known for one thing, that's safety.
There you go. Safety glasses.
WCH engine's known for one thing, speed.
That's right.
On the track and in the build room. So I heard we got an engine done.
That's it.
Cool. Now, considering you've only had it a couple hours, literally, I couldn't be more impressed. So what did you find in when you got it tore apart?
One of the rod journals was spun, had to replace the crank, had to be bored, had to completely go through it all the way.
Yeah. And he said with camshaft, a little trouble?
Camshaft had to replace the camshaft and lifters as well.
Yeah. And the crank?
Then the crank had to be replaced.
So when you said had a couple problems, so we had a new crank, had to put new rod bearings in it, had a new camshaft in it, had to bore it, had to put new pistons in it. So it wasn't exactly okay then.
No.
Okay. All right, I'm good.
That's it.
How long is this thing?
Well, the bad news is the motor was, mostly completely trashed. The good news is it's almost completely brand new now with all the parts Jamie had to put into it. And on another good point, if everything keeps moving along the same speed and we get the motor in and buttoned up, we just might make that transport and get this car to New Orleans.
So we pulled it out in 38 minutes. Now see if we can't put it back in.
Now it's up to me and Tom to get it in the car and ready to roll. It's probably going to take us about an hour and 20 minutes to put it in. That's what we're hoping for.
Easy. We got this.
So, faster we get it in, faster we get Richard off our ass.
Going down.
We'll be happy with that because then he'll be leaving.
Oh, that's looking good, baby. I'm smelling that.
Okay, folks, get ready. It's time for Operation Beer Truck. How you doing, sir? Richard Ross.
Oh, what are you doing?
A.K.A. Little Enos. A couple of days ago, seems like forever ago, Little Enos made me a bet to deliver a truckload of beer for $25,000 to Jay Ricky in New Orleans.
What he would like to do is have you pick up a little something to drink. Beer. That's a hell of an idea. Whoever thought of that? Beer.
Because he's thirsty, dummy.
Now I know what you're thinking. Jay Ricky, he's trying to pull one over on me, making me act out the scenes of Smokey and the Bandit movie. I promise you, I just gave Richard Rollins 6 days of hell. But I'm going to get the last laugh on this one and the money because I rented an awesome Bandit truck from a guy named Dave Hall and his buddies who have all these replicas from the movie. Now the only thing I need is some poor sap to load up the truck.
Oh, no, man.
Dude, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So of all the things to do today, Richard sends me to get beer. I'm not his beer assistant. I'm supposed to be working on cars, and instead I'm here loading up a trailer full of beer.
think of 100 other things I should be doing at the shop, so I'm sure tomorrow's going to go great whenever he tells me to get to work. But I guess that's what I got to do today, and it kind of sucks because I don't really have a whole lot of help. Just me, Keenan, and whoever that guy is. So I got to get back to work.
I don't want all this stuff, though. How long with this?
A lot of beer. Yeah. I know, anyhow. Come on.
Which one's the horse?
Yeah.
Plan is, Kiki and I are going to get this rig back to the shop, and then it's on the road to New Orleans.
Well, we're 3.5 hours in, and we're finished. We're ready to fire the car up and break the motor in, let the cam set itself, and hope to God it don't grenade. If all goes well, I think we'll be all right. Tommy will fire this thing up.
Let's start this thing up. Woo! That was my homage to Richard Rollins.
It's very disturbing. It's in park.
We are in park. I'm feeling it, baby.
This sure does sound a lot better.
It's running pretty good.
I agree.
But everything works on it. Headlights, blinkers, brake lights, high beams, low beams.
You got all the coilovers locked down on the,
Yes.
all the retainers are all
Yep.
locked?
Every single coilover's locked down. All the bolts have been checked twice.
Brakes have been bled. Have been back in those.
I think it's ready to do some donuts or burnouts or whatever y'all were going to do.
Once we wash up, let's take it around the block. Thanks.
We got to put some miles on this Trans Am, make sure everything's working right before we send it off on this road race. As of right now, everything's running good and handling great.
Well, this is pretty amazing news. After a whole bunch of engine problems, the Trans Am is finally running and driving. And that's a pretty good thing because the transporter just showed up. That gives us like 16 hours to get this thing loaded and then transported to New Orleans through route. You know, I gotta hand it to Richard. I never thought he'd pull this thing off. What's up, man?
Hey, Richard, we all set?
He's got the beer truck, he's got the signature, and heck, once we get the car up on the transport, Richard's home free. You know, maybe he really is the bandit. I know he's gonna make out like one who pulls this deal off.
So the test drive, like Aaron said, was going pretty good. Operative word here, was. Hear that?
Yep, I hear it. And it didn't start knocking until we got to a red light and stopped, and then it started knocking. Boom. No?
Oh, dude. The whole time it's set. Right now, I don't have any time to fool around. I'm pulling the oil filter so I can see if we have any metal in the oil. If I do, we have a big problem.
Please tell me that oil is clean.
I think we can go on, what's that show? Gold Miners. We got some cool nugs in this.
Gold Rush.
Yeah, there you go.
We're about to be rich.
Yeah, kind of. Oh, that's nuggets. Anytime you drain your oil and you see any kind of sparkles, you need to get worried. Hey, Aaron, welcome. Look at this.
The way y'all are wiping the inside of those buckets, it looks like either it's got maple syrup in it or a whole bunch of metal that shouldn't be there.
We'll take number 2. Can I buy a valve first?
You can. What valve is that?
Valve that we did in your motor.
Oh my god.
You don't even have to look in the filter.
Is either jump a Goldschlager in the motor?
Wish. That's the size of the chunks. It's copper slogger.
Find out what Richard wants to do. That's supposed to be a car done about an hour ago.
Yeah.
Dude, the truck is still out there. Why is this thing in the air? Why are you taking parts off of it?
It's not parts, it's a whole motor.
What?
Motor's no good.
Coming up on Fast and Loud, it's 911 time as the second bandit engine heads to the ER.
This is a major problem. This is a catastrophe.
But is it already too late?
I was hoping we could do it tonight. Tonight?
Based on all the flakes you're seeing, you might think that Josh had just brushed his teeth with his fingers. But in fact, that's not the case at all. This is what appears to be cam, lifter, maybe some cam bearing. This is a major problem. This is, a matter of fact, a catastrophe.
Dude, the truck is still out there. Why is this thing in the air? Why are you taking parts off of it?
It's not parts, it's a whole motor.
What?
Motor's no good. We don't know.
We just built it.
You're right. We just did, and we test drove it and it failed the test.
Does it just run bad? Will it make it, or
it's equally as damaged as it was before in an entirely different way?
how do we know that? Did it quit running, or look at the oil? Shimmery. That's not good.
Yeah, that's a little beyond shimmer.
3 o'clock tomorrow.
Well, like I said, we don't. The first part of fixing the problem is establishing what's wrong, and rather than playing with it in the car, we're just going to go ahead and take it out, and we're going to run it down to Jamie's. If it's cam bearings and cam, well, then we'll just do that. If it's connecting rod, we've got another crank down there, and we'll just see how fast we can get it done. Unless you can call and get me another running motor right now from someone else.
Dude,
we're going to take the motor out and try and fix it.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I
know. We do. We're taking the motor out so we can try and fix it. 2.5 hours, I'll be able to tell you if you have a chance of winning still or if you're completely screwed.
Oh, God.
You ready?
All right, go up.
So we're gonna go take it. So we just got through tearing the motor down. Wanted to check it out real quick. We don't know completely what the problem is, but we did find one massive one. The noise that Jordan was hearing was this connecting rod, which is a major failure. So Jordan is going to take the motor to Jamie. If Jamie can build the motor in, I don't know, like the next 6 hours, we'll still have a chance of making it to New Orleans by the deadline. Good enough. If not, looks like Trip's pretty much screwed.
All right. So here's the deal. It's an 8-hour drive from Dallas to New Orleans, which means the car needs to leave by 7 a.m. to make it there by 3 p.m. And the transport truck, well, it's long gone. So if I have to, I'll drive this thing there. I'll take off the second that car's done. But the guys are staying here tonight until it's done. Aaron's going to stay here tonight until it's done. And if he has to jump in the car with me, we'll be there at 3 o'clock. I'm not going to lose his bet. There you go, last one.
Stop throwing stuff in my floor.
It's the last box. You got to throw in the merch van and get going. Go to New Orleans. If I got to go to New Orleans, Christy's going with me and she's going to drive the merch van. Because let me tell you, there'll be thousands of people standing around. They'll want a gas monkey shirt. And maybe I can make some lemonade out of lemons.
We have a big chance to make a run with big bucks.
I am not going to NOLA.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
I'm telling you, you are.
I am not going.
It's the start of the rally.
No.
Start of the rally, there'll be hundreds of thousands of people there. You can sit around selling shirts. I don't have anybody else to do it.
Is that Richard math? 100,000 people.
Yes. So just get in the merch van and go to New Orleans.
And I have kids and husband. Are you going to pick them up from school? Are you going to feed my husband? Are you going to call him and tell him?
Last box, throw it in there and go. I'll text you the address.
You're crazy, you know that? Yeah, you know that. Yeah.
Hate you.
Got a call from Jordan today about 4 o'clock to bring us the motor back for the Trans Am.
I made it.
Damn, man. What are y'all doing?
Man, I don't know what happened to it. I just know it all of a sudden started knocking, and we pulled it out. We went ahead and pulled the oil pan off of it, and we're pretty sure that it's got a rod bearing bed.
You've been doing donuts, haven't you?
I haven't personally, but I can't tell you about anyone else at the shop.
Well, all right, man, let's get this thing out and see if we can't work our magic. Question is, when's it got to be done? I was hoping we could do it tonight.
Tonight?
For real? Richard has a deadline in the morning. I'm going to stay here and hang out with y'all and help y'all with whatever y'all need. So pretty much that means I'm y'all's gopher. Cool?
All right, let's get it done. It'll be an all-nighter.
All right, well, let's get this thing out.
All right, man. There's our motor.
We got it over to Jamie's. We got it ripped down. We found out that not one, but all the bearings have been totally destroyed in the motor. It ruined our crankshaft. Luckily, he had another crankshaft there. We were able to resize the rods, hone the motor, and put it all back together. And we did it in actually record time. We did it in about 5.5 hours this time.
How long is it going to take you to get it back together?
At least 2 hours. Well, this is it. 90 grand on the line. 2 hours to get the motor in, a few more to test and tune. Odds are bad, even for me.
Coming up on Fast and Loud.
All right, man. 6.5 hours to make an 8-hour trip.
The bandit car races to New Orleans. But is Richard dreaming?
You're caught by Mr. Danger.
Smokey, don't you know the bandit can't be caught?
In the movie Smokey and the Bandit, the Trans Am used in the bridge jumping scene had what make of engine? Was it A, Pontiac, B, Ford, C, Dodge, or D, Chevrolet? In the movie Smokey and the Bandit, the Trans Am used in the bridge jumping scene had what make of engine? The answer is D. The car was fitted with a more powerful Chevy engine to be able to make the jump.
Whoa, what are you doing? I thought you were driving.
Thought you were driving.
I've been up all night.
Me too.
Paper covers rock. Playing with a master. All right, man. 6.5 hours to make an 8-hour trip. Be hard. Hey, J-Rock, have the cash ready. I'll be there by 3.
So I was thinking, what would really make this car cool? We pulled the 403 out, with this big old nasty LS motor on there.
Oh, this is it. The moment where I'll fall asleep and have an elaborate dream sequence.
You lucky devil, you got it. Where the hell are you?
I'm on a 2-lane blacktop. Now put the pedal to the middle. I'm 10-10 on the side.
Does this thing move? What kind of boring dream is this?
What we're dealing with here is a total lack of respect for us.
I'm in, old Fred. Got your back. You know we do. Hey there, Snowman. How we doing? Come back. I'm about 28 minutes ahead of schedule.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. Now don't lose your head. Put the pedal to the metal. I'm 10-10 on your back.
Break to the family.
You got yourself a bandit.
This is B&T Justice, and I got a smoking report for you.
Well, Sheriff, why don't you give it to me?
I know exactly where you are.
If you don't know where I'm at, you ain't never going to catch the bandit. I'm a legend. One and only. You know what I'm doing right now? Doing what I do best. Showing off.
You don't think I'm gonna barbecue your backside of molasses? I'm gonna eat it with cornbread. You hear me, baby?
Come on, Smokey.
Sorry, I don't want to get married.
Well, that makes 2 of us. Does this thing move?
Oh, yeah. A wedding dress? So what's up with the wedding dress?
You put me in this dress.
I didn't put you in anything.
Yes, you did.
No, this is a dream. See, I'm not me.
Who are we running from?
We're not exactly running from anyone. It's just this guy seems to be chasing us.
You gotta pull over. You late for a date?
Did you pay Tom to put on a costume and follow you in a cop car?
Maybe.
Did you see that sign? It says the bridge is out.
Well, we're just gonna have to go a little back.
I'm so tired of that boy.
Do you have anything else I can put on?
Yes. I just happen to have this Gas Monkey t-shirt. Are you gonna do that right here in the car?
Where else am I supposed to do it?
My dream's starting to get better and better.
You're an idiot.
Howdy, man. I have a cheeseburger and some French fries. What do you want?
I'm good. I'm just skedaddle out of here.
Make that for one, then. What is it? Am I driving?
No, it's your company.
I apologize in advance. I'm in a terrible hurry. I'd like to order a Diablo sandwich, tea, sweet tea, Texas sweet tea.
Sounds like you're in a hurry, Sheriff. You chasing someone? Somebody chasing you?
I am Sheriff Buford T. Justice. No one chases.
Man, looks like he's gonna need a napkin. Put his on my tab. I'll take care of that. You look like you were in a hurry.
You are.
Good luck with that.
You are a fine citizen. Something. It's the brand. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Snowman, what's your 20? Where you at?
Yeah.
Snowman, what's your 20?
Fred, come on, Fred.
I hope you ain't messing with that damn dog.
Who's thought being in that truck make you stink so bad?
Hey, Snowman, we got time to go bathing. Snowman, I'm doing this whole thing with no hands. Where are you? Is that little Enos?
Jackass. Thought I'd have a better role in this movie.
Exactly what's his thing. Hey, man, we're gonna have to step on it. We are behind, son.
No one makes a fool of Buford T. Justice.
I got a smoky on my tail, bandit. Don't worry there, Snowman. Calvary's on its way. Bandit, it's gonna be a hot minute. Don't get on one looking back, because it ain't gonna be pretty. Hey, Sheriff. The letters FO mean anything to you?
No one disrespects Buford T. Justice. Come back here, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Fred, you don't care. Look, though.
I'm gonna laugh at you in your mama's house. It's over, boy. You're caught. You're caught by Buford T. Justice.
Smokey, don't you know the man that can't be caught? Come on.
What we have here is a total lack of respect for the law.
This dream. Ooh. gas and molasses. Hey, bud.
We're almost normal.
Are we?
We're pretty
All right.
close.
How we doing on time? That's close, man. I had the craziest dream, man.
Coming up on Fast and Loud.
Everything's went the wrong way. I know, man.
Have Richard and Aaron push their luck too far?
5 minutes out. Richard's not here.
Oscar, Grammy, and Golden Globe winning Hall of Fame songwriter Paul Williams can be seen sweeping the street. The bandit and I were like that. Well, not like that, more like that. Anyway, no, you don't need to talk too much.
Put one of these in your mouth, see if you don't fall.
Most of what Bert knows, I taught.
What we gonna do is fix it can be done. We've got a long way to go. And there's sure time to get there. Round this bound, just watch a man get run.
We got 6 miles. We're almost there. It's getting close. I don't know where to turn. If you pull this thing up on the map, everything's went the wrong way. I know, man. Come on.
Bring it back.
We're definitely in the first quarter. We're about 5 minutes out. Richard's not here. Didn't think he was going to make it. The bet was that he had to bring me a truck full of beer and meet me here on Rampart Street when he delivered the car. Truck's here. He's just not. People are walking around. Can't you see I'm trying to win a bet? How we doing on time, man? We don't even wear a watch. How did you guys? Indian time says we're close. Down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Holy cow. I'm trying. Is it this one? No, right here. It's the one before? No, it's the one before Conti. Yes, that's. Oh, you want to go the wrong way? No. Yes. 90 G's, dude. 90. I got it. There he is. Oh. Get you some of that, Rocky. 259. You went the wrong way down a one-way street. You gotta do what you gotta do. 259. Richard and Aaron screaming, smoking tires, coming the wrong way down Rampart Street. Synchronized, man. You gave me this watch. It says 259. Sliding into the finish line with not a minute to spare. Unbelievable. What you think about that, huh? It is beautiful. Well, Richard was going to get a good deal on the car. He did get a good deal. So he paid less than any other car out there, just like this. And we never asked, why did you get a good deal? We found out. Yeah, exactly. At the last second, when we threw it on the ground, testing, tuning, final drive, and the motor came at the last moment. Wasn't going to make it. I mean, wasn't even going to make it here, which had to change it. You got a brand new one. I should add that to the price, but I won't. Maybe. I can remember what it is. Boom. So you got a brand new motor. Brand new motor. Ta-da. Looks just like the one that didn't work. Exactly. This one does. Cold AC, heat, defrost, you ready to rock, brother. All right. We know you're going to push the car hard, so we wanted to put a big radiator in. So we put a Ron Davis radiator in to make sure that it was going to handle the, all the extra heat. And then we also want to get the RPM down. So we're overdrive transmission in it, and we lowered the gears to get a little more punch off the line with a limited slip. Then we're going to go fast. You know the story. We got to stop it. We got to slow it down. So we got 13-inch Woolwood brakes on it, and the wheels, although they look like the right wheels, are a little different. They're year one wheels. They're 17x9s all the way around. They look just like the snowflake wheels. Only the one was we had to paint because we didn't have gold on them. Dude, this thing's freaking hauls, man. You notice the car sits a lot lower, the stance is right on it, and the whole suspension's Ritec, and the other cars used to be leaf spring. This one, 4-link coilovers all the way around. For the interior, I know you like the finer things a lot, so what we need to do is get rid of the vinyl and the piping. So we've deleted that. We got French stitch everywhere there was piping, and did basically two-tone leather. So it's got full grain suede in the center. Other than that, it's the exact same cut as the original seat covers, just a little bit better material. Pretty sweet. Car's great. It looks proper. Graphics package was awesome.
not really a bird, but hey, I like that. I like that.
It's not in the evolutionary chain.
That's not the important
It's a monkey bird thing.
Yeah, I see that. They already put a CB in it. They rebuilt the motor from the ground up for me. Brand new suspension, brand new brakes, brand new wheels and tires. Sue did a great interior. Very plush, very comfortable.
And on top of that, remember the $25,000 bet?
Oh,
Yeah, you're paying up on that. If you take a look at the glove box door there, you'll see Burt Reynolds' signature on it. And it's not just a signature. He and Aaron personally went down to Florida, met Mr. Reynolds, and got his signature.
The real Burt Reynolds.
The real.
Not a Burt Reynolds.
Actually, we went down there twice.
And he signed my car.
That's Burt Reynolds for 25 G's. And you go sending little Enos down to you like that? You like that? Come on, you like that?
Perfect.
And he said bring a truckload of beers. So not only is it a truck, it's the truck, and it's full of beer.
The actual truck.
Yes, sir. One up to you again, brother.
True Richard Rollins style.
Seems like you're a little short on some cash, brother. You're one stack light.
Damn. The whole reason for this car was to rally to Austin for the F1 this weekend. First party's in about 5 hours.
Yeah?
How about double or nothing? I'll beat you there. We make it.
What are we going to drive?
About 4 blocks away is a rental car company. This ought to get you started.
And you're doing double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Let's go. What about overage charges? We gotta get the extra. We gotta get the extra insurance.
We gotta go. What the hell is this?
I got you, baby.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna get you. You're something. I'm gonna prosecute this hat. I'm gonna catch you if it's the last thing I do.
Well, we had a good week. Got the car done. Got the money. Got the beer. As I always say, it's beer time.
Take 34.
I still got to get rid of this band or smoke, whatever. Whose dream is this?
I feel like I'm going to baptize your dog. What's that? Is this the River Jordan?
I'm going to need the patch before this movie's over.
You just keep that left foot down. Oh, no, it's the right foot. Damn, dreams.
Are you ready?
Don't be like.
Right now on Fast and Loud.
That's pretty stupid.
Hot Rod Hunter Richard Rawlings and Master Mechanic Aaron Kaufman get saddled with a truckload of trouble after Richard goes overboard at an auction.
It's called Richard drank a little too much and spent too much money.
Now he's got to pay the piper.
I got a week. I can get rid of these cars with the RI.
Okay, I'm holding you to it. 1 week, 5 cars.
First up, this stuffy 81 Rolls Royce. But this English car's giving these Texas boys fits.
Whoever designed this, they either fired him or gave him a medal of honor.
Pushing Aaron to...
Well,